welcome to the Tracy Williams Show. Woo-woo! Okay, so I don't know if you remember, but a few weeks back we did Liberty, Texas, our hometown, and we did part 1. Well, this is part 2. And during that filming, we were on the river over the bridge, and you shared a story about Lake Charlotte. So we thought, hey, let's go out and see what Lake Charlotte is all about, right?
Like what?
I don't know what I just said.
Lake something or another.
Okay, where are we?
Well, this is Lake Charlotte in Wallsville, Texas. It's about 11 miles from Liberty. And as she pans across, this is the lake where the pirate Jean Lafitte has a boat sunk out there somewhere. We think that's what everything points to. When I was younger, and I'd come out here with my grandfather. Oh, my grandfather died before I was born. That's horrible.
Okay.
Anyway,
You heard a legend.
Yes.
That Jean Lafitte
had a boat out here that was brought out here. He couldn't get it out, so it sank. And everybody's always been looking for the fortune in there.
Okay, so basically, let's go back.
Okay, let's go back.
So Jean Lafitte was a pirate. And one of his big things was that he was in New Orleans, and in the War of 1812, the British were coming, and they needed his help, and he helped with Andrew Jackson, and they saved New Orleans. So he's a hero in New Orleans. And so, but then later on, he got in some trouble there, so he headed to Galveston. So he did a lot of pirating up here in this area. And so this lake used to go, I guess, out to the bay, right?
There's all connected. There's other bays, but it's all silted in now, and you can only do it by kayak. Very shallow lake, very pretty lake. A lot of people like to come up here and kayak. One year, I kayaked from here all the way to Liberty.
No, he didn't.
I didn't do that.
Okay.
Cut that from the deal.
Anyway,
if you're lying, you got a lot of good.
So we were reading about Jean Lafitte,
right.
And it seems like everybody in this area thinks that there's a connection or something.
Yeah.
So there's another, was it Miller Lake or something?
Yeah.
Where they think that's where his boat is. So who knows where his boat really is. But this is Lake Charlotte. This is the lake, and we're going to show you a little bit more. You could camp here. You could picnic here. It's really quite pretty.
It is quite pretty. And you can look out there and see like a stick sticking up. So it's a very shallow lake. You would want to bring a real boat. Like you want kayaks, pontoons, something you can just fart around in.
Yeah. Okay. So we will show you the rest of the park in just a sec.
Okay, here we are at Mosquitoville, getting eaten up by mosquitoes. Where we're looking at this beautiful duckweed swamp thing. Can you get the picture of that?
Yeah.
This is where we got turtles over there.
Yeah, there's a log with a bunch of turtles.
We got a lot of turtles, and we got gators in there, but you can't see them because of the green stuff covering them up. But if you were like put your leg in there, it'd probably just chew it right off like a piranha fish.
I'm sure.
Yeah. And our camera girl is doing a mosquito dance. I've never seen that before.
Okay, so this is one of the largest cypress swamps on the coast. And because you're seeing a lot of shaky camera here, that's because Hannah's swatting all the mosquitoes off of her right now. This is the kind of sacrifice that we do
for our listeners
to bring you what's going on in Liberty County. So
this is a swamp.
Yep.
You never get enough of that.
Yep. I wish you could see. There is a log with about 10 turtles on it. It's pretty cool.
If our camera person could actually do that, could you get the?
Can you get the turtles way back there?
Back there.
Where are these turtles?
Give me this.
I gotta go turn the car down. Where are the turtles? Where are they? I don't got my glasses on.
For the love of God, where are the turtles?
Okay, there are the turtles.
There are the turtles.
Could barely see it, but maybe we'll see.
Okay, here we are at Lake Charlotte, the park where you can camp out. The park that you can camp out. If you notice any difference in the steadiness of the camera, we have a new camera person. Hannah got shot out of the saddle like that because she was not overly talented. So now, this is where you can camp out. You have tables, you have barbecue pits. It says primitive camping only. I guess that means you can't have your RV and all that stuff.
There is a pretty nice pavilion here.
This is for grown-up people camping, not like little sissy boys.
No.
And if you don't like mosquitoes,
Don't come here.
don't come because I'm itching all over.
Okay, we are done with Lake Charlotte. Thank you.
Okay, the red light's out. Tracy, where are we?
We are on Highway 90 in Liberty, and did you know that you can just be walking around and find one of these historical markers in random places? Okay, so this particular historical marker talks about Mexican Hill. So after the Battle of San Jacinto,
About 30 Mexicans.
They captured
40 Mexicans.
a bunch
30
of
Mexicans.
Mexican soldiers.
A couple of them.
A lot of them went to Galveston, but they didn't have enough provisions for them, so they brought some here. And General Kloss was one of those. And we have a street called Kloss. I always wondered what that was from.
Now the kicker here is they put this marker where Mexican. Hey, this is not Mexican Hill. That's Mexican Hill over there. There's an actual hill. You drive up a hill.
There. Did you show the hill?
Yeah.
The only hill in Liberty. There's no hills.
That's Mexican Hill. This is called a flat piece of land where a restaurant used to be.
Yes.
But they call it Mexican Hill. For some reason, well, we're not going to go into that. But anyway, we've had a lot of restaurants here. This is flat as a desert. You can't hear me, but deserts are normally flat. We got Mexican Hill over there.
Okay, that's it. Moving on.
Now we're at the Liberty Opera House. It used to be called the Park Theater, which was the Park Theater was always confusing to me because we had the Malentz Drive-In Theater, then you had the Park Theater, and I was like, the park, you go park and drive in. I was confused as a child. But anyway, this used to be the theater, and now it is a live music event thingamajigger. Okay. So Trace, tell us about the Opry.
It's really cool. To me, it was kind of like a hee-haw type thing, where they have different acts come on, country music. They'll have different themes. It might be Gospel Week. It might be Elvis. It might be 50s, that kind of thing. But it is really cool. It's a neat place to come to. I do see on the marquee over here, they do have church services here now sometimes. And then I think they're having an Elvis performance October 24th.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool. And I think they're doing some renovations. So it's a neat thing to look into.
Yeah, so before all the COVID, they actually had big buses come from out of town. It was kind of a big deal. And once the COVID is gone, hopefully we'll be able to get back to normal, and these people here will be rocking and rolling with Elvis.
Yes, it's a really neat building.
It is a neat building. Very historical. It's been here
1938.
Is that right?
Yep, right there.
Yeah, I suppose all my life. Well, yeah, I'm not that old, but
yeah.
So it was a theater. Ray Moletz's daddy had it.
So did you used to come to the movies here?
I did.
Did you do I know when I was growing up, my mom would just drop me off, and you spent the whole day at the movie theater.
Oh, yes, but the cool thing, okay, if you look down there at the end of the street, okay, where the library is now, there used to be an estate there. It was gated. It had big old iron gates. And as a kid, we were told never to go in there because it's haunted. So you go to the movie theater, and then you'd go down there to the end of the sidewalk, and then you'd sprint back because you were scared. Because it was like something out of the Addams Family. It was a huge mansion, and who was that?
Geraldine Humphreys.
That's the Humphreys.
Yes.
The Humphreys. That's where their house was. It was a mansion. The whole block was taken up, and it's creepy gates on each side, and it's all overgrown, and it was scary as all get out.
You'd be scared to go there.
It was scary. So.
All right.
That's it.
That's it. We'll see you next week.